the thorough knowledge of past lives which leads us to the truth. Today I shall begin from the supplement explanation of Kundalini Yoga, which was the topic for yesterday. By Kundalini Yoga, we recognize the existence of this phenomenal world, the existence of the astral world, and the existence of the causal world. In other words, he recognized that the whole world is made out of three waladis of the phenomenal world, the astral world, and the causal world. Of course, we can recognize these existence in Raja Yoga, but it is difficult to recognize the causal world since the basement of Raja Yoga is will. Unless we passes through the process of will, we cannot understand the causal world. Raja Yoga is the state when one can control your sight, hearing, touch, or smell, which is little more rough than that of the astral world. However, it is not the case with Kundalini Yoga. One will be able to understand the astral world and the causal world. And we need to know what kind of changes can it happen to him when he could do so. The Kundalini Yoga is the process which I will show separately in next video series, True Kundalini Yoga. So the practitioner will take the process of Bardo Yoga, Yoga of Dream, Yoga of Illusion, and Yoga of Light. The person on this person begins to see various dreams about his past lives. This is the thorough knowledge of past lives. He begins to see variety of his past lives. Then, he recognizes that the human relationship in this life has no reality, because the human relationship is different in each lives. I often hear about the offering toward the ancestors or about worshipping the dead, but in fact they are the idealistic religions which was made by the powerless spiritual practitioners. They are not the truth. The truth is to understand that even the relationship between parents and children, or brothers, occurred by one's karmic connections, and that there will be the different type of karmic connection in the next lives. The growth of the real equality. So, there will be no one but Guru who is necessary for the ones who had attained the Kundalini Yoga. However, even the Guru has no reality. Guru is only the guide for this person to go up the stair of the truth. How will he going to observe this world in such case? He will be able to see and calm the attached people such as lovers, parents, children, and so forth, as equal as other people. Here comes the equality within the four immeasurable minds. The partial points of view which he used to have will disappear. There will be the ability to observe everything in equal manner. There will be the ability to observe everything in cool manner. Then let's say that he saw everything in equal and cool manner. What kind of benefit can he receive? He will obtain the ability to observe this world in pure manner. Do you remember that the condition of Jnana Yoga was to have non-partial point of view? So now we have had the conditions to have non-partial point of view. In other words, the real mind of equality appears only after the attainment of Raja Yoga and the attainment of Kundalini Yoga. The precise analysis supports Shakti Pat. Let's think of the reason why it is necessary to have the perfection of Jnana Yoga, which is based on equality. There are times when the saviors have to take the dangerous techniques such as Shakti Pat or Shakti Prayoga. They are techniques to absorb others' bad thoughts and bad karma, and to input the wonderful karma to others. If the attainer of Raja Yoga were to use this technique, he should be very careful, or else he will lose his state of attainment and return to his original state as an ordinary person. In case of the attainer of Kundalini Yoga, he will also lose energy and be lack of life energy. So his spiritual level may once fall, but he can recover as the time goes by. How about the case of the attainer of Jnana Yoga? In Jnana Yoga, the distinction between self and others disappear, and can analyze in calm one's own state. This is important point. Even if he were to be attacked by others' karma, he can have the cool analyses to the karma and the cool analysis to his own state so as to get rid of them. This is how one can keep his mental state in the same condition even if he were to give Shakti Pat, though he can't help losing his energy. The reason why there are 6 yogas from Raja Yoga to the ultimate enlightenment within the spiritual practice of Mahayana is because they are all necessary things for savior. So if one attained Jnana Yoga, at least there will be no problem in Shakti Pat and Shakti Prayoga. Make the good use of the formula. The next problem is how we can attain Jnana Yoga. We need two conditions for it. The first is to recognize the phenomenal realm, the astral world, and the causal world by the attainment of Kundalini Yoga. And to understand that the connection in this life is only the Maya, illusion. However, this is not the only condition. We need one more. What is it? It is the formula. We need the formula in Jnana Yoga. This formula is something which is directly initiated by the Guru. One should observe phenomena with the pure wisdom of observation based on its formula. One is sure to attain Jnana Yoga if he fulfills these two conditions. The important thing is that it is meaningless to know the formula if he cannot make the good use of this formula. There is a thing so-called inspiration. However, this inspiration in most of the cases is only one of your thoughts which comes out from your subconsciousness. It is not something reliable. However, the inspiration of the person who had acquired a quality by attaining the Kundalini Yoga is precise. And this precise inspiration is useful so as to make the good use of the formula. Let's say that there was a problem. You solve this according to the formula. But there will be the parts which you can't solve. In such case, there will be an inspiration if you had a quality within yourselves. And with the additional information to jammed thoughts, that jammed thoughts can suddenly be solved. If you do not have the mind of EQ quality, you will have to input the wrong information to your jammed thoughts. As the result, you will never be able to get out from the jammed thoughts, though it is because of karma. This is the reason why we need to attain Kundalini Yoga. Now, after completely cultivating the mind of equality, one will clearly recognize everything about this phenomenal world. And when he understands that the distinction between self and others itself, or the egoistic ideas itself, gives us suffering, we go on to the Mahayana Yoga. When finishing Mahayana Yoga, he is the person with high merit, or the person with great merit. He accumulates enormous amount of merit, and become the king of the astral world with the help of this merit. And accumulating enormous amount of merit in the astral world, he becomes the king of the causal world. And after experiencing everything in the causal world, he enters Mahayana. This is the Mahayana Buddhism. This is the yoga of Mahayana. I spoke combining yoga and Buddhism. So now you know the mainstream of yoga and Buddhism. And I hope you could understand that this has no difference at all with the mainstream of Buddhism. It is natural because Buddhism itself is one of the branch stream of yoga. And Buddha Sakyamuni knew all of that mainstream. He also says that the age of the right law begins again 2,500 years after his age of the right law. And 2,500 years had passed now. In 5, 10, or 20 years later, we can find out who will develop the age of the right law once again. Now you know the stream. First you enter the stream, and let yourself go with the holy stream. Going along with that stream, there will be the attainment of Raja Yoga. Then the attainment of Kundalini Yoga. Then the attainment of Jnana Yoga. And go on to Mahayana Yoga, Astral Yoga, Causal Yoga, Real Enlightenment, Ultimate Enlightenment, and Mahayana in the end. I hope you walk this great path. So that more people can encounter this knowledge, please like it and add to your subscriptions.